Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Thank you so much for being here. Come on down, get yourself signed up for tonight's quiz. This is the website to come to, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, you'll notice we're looking for a few basic sign-up details from you, which includes a team name, followed by an email address. And lastly, we want to know whether you are or are not a part of the league. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. The first 3 topics of the game are question and answer style rounds, and our 4th and final category of the evening is a picture round. So obviously the majority of the game is made up of question and answer rounds. Let me tell you about those. Here's how they're going to work. In those rounds, I will ask you a question out loud. As I ask you that question, it is going to pop up in text directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning, of course, you'll be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of those questions may have multiple choice options, but the majority of the questions this evening will be short answer in their structure. Enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then click the button that says Submit Answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Let's say you've entered in a response and you realize that's not it. I want to change my answer, and you still have some time left on that timer. By all means, please update your response. Send me what you think is right. Just make sure that you click submit again before the timer runs out so that I have your most up-to-date response on my end. In the event that you've entered in a response and there's a spelling error, as long as the question is not specifically about the spelling, I will do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to have a point, you get that point. If you're just joining, hi, welcome. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're doing well out there. Come play this virtual trivia game with us. This is the website to come to get signed up for the game. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, let us know what is your team name, followed by an email address. And lastly, let us know, are you or are you not in the league? Whatever your league status may be, we want you here. You can be playing very seriously every single week that we bring you a new quiz, or this could be super casual. Maybe you're checking out the game for the very first time right now. If so, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Those of you who are in the league, we are on our 6th week of season 65 of NYC Trivia League. After 5 weeks, we have a tie in the top spot between 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and we drink and we know things. And rounding out that 10th spot, we've got Team Cockroach. Don't see your name up there. Do see your name up there. Congrats. You can get a full listing of standings by heading on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings. Very intuitive. If you're just joining, hi and welcome. Get signed up for tonight's game. This is the website to come to, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name followed by an email address. Let us know, are you in the league or are you not in the league? Back to the structure of our game here tonight. So we've got those first 3 rounds that are question and answer style rounds. Then we're going to close out the game with a picture round. The picture round is structured a wee bit differently than our first 3 topics of the night. So we're going to wait until we get to that point of the quiz to walk you through in detail exactly how the picture round is going to go down. Let's see, what else? Before we get into our first round, I do have 2 simple rules that I kindly ask that you all follow here tonight. Rule number 1, the most important rule of trivia. There is no cheating in this game. Please refrain from looking the answers up. That's what that means. Rule number 2, please refrain from giving away the answers in the chat. Always a pleasure hearing from you all in the chat. Keep that conversation flowing over there. And just refrain from spoiling things for others. And with that, we're going to dive into our first round of the evening. This is your last opportunity to get signed up before we dive into the game. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com and you will be joining these 38 spectacular trivia teams from New York City and around the world. From our first team to get signed up here tonight, welcome to Team Cockroach, down to our most recent team to join us, the Rubber Yolks. Welcome to those two teams and every team in between. Let's get into it. Round one is in the topic of foot by foot. In this round, foot will be featured in either the question or the answer. Here is question number one. What running back for the Seattle Seahawks was named the National Football League's Super Bowl 60 MVP? That Seattle Seahawks running back who was the MVP this past Sunday is Kenneth Walker III. 67% of you got that one right. Excellent start to the game. Question number two. It's a 50-50 question. Which of these foot-related companies was founded first? Dr. Scholl's or Doc Martens? Thank you. Appreciate you catching that typo. Your correct answer for number two. In the year 1906, Dr. Scholl's was founded. Doc Martens came around in 1947. Dr. Scholl's, your correct answer there. 56% went with that one. Pretty split there. Tough second question. Question three. A tiny sketch of a foot by what Renaissance artist made in preparation for one of his frescoes on the Sistine Chapel ceiling sold at auction in 2026 for a record $27 million? The sketch was like this big of a foot, sketched by Michelangelo. That's the Ninja Turtle we're looking for here. 90% of you got that one right. Question four. The 1988 animated movie The Land Before Time centers around an orphaned apatosaurus with what name, who travels to the Great Valley with a group of found friends? That little leaf eater with a tragic backstory is named Littlefoot. So Littlefoot, your correct answer for question number 4. You did well. Question number 5. How many toes does an ostrich have on one foot? An emu has 3 toes on one foot, while an ostrich has 2 toes on one foot. It is very bizarre looking. If you haven't seen an ostrich foot, I encourage you to look it up. Very tough question. Congratulations to the 23% of you who got that one right. Let's see how you do on question number 6 in this foot by foot round. The Foot Clan are the primary antagonists in what multimedia franchise? I mentioned them already in a previous question tangentially. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who are enemies of the Foot Clan, featuring Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady. Question 7. What 1984 movie had 2 Academy Award nominations for Best Original Song? One of the title track by Kenny Loggins, and the other for Let's Hear It for the Boy by Denise Williams. Both Kenny Loggins and Denise Williams were nominated for their songs in Footloose. Almost a social, but not quite. Question number 8. Palmer is a term referring to the palm of the hand, while what similar term refers to the sole of the foot? This term accompanies the word fasciitis in a common foot disorder. Palmer refers to the hand, while plantar refers to the bottom of the foot. And we did it, everyone. Every single submission was correct. Well played. Question number 9. 5'2" is the subtitle of a 2017 documentary surrounding the making of what musician's album Joanne? "5'2", a documentary about the making of Joanne by Lady Gaga. 67% of you got it right. And our final question in round 1. The Patterson-Gimlin film was captured in 1967 near Bluff Creek in Northern California and depicts an iconic and highly scrutinized recording of what figure? The Patterson-Gimlin film, the origin of this look. It's Bigfoot. Bigfoot, your correct response for number 10. 92% of you got it right. And we are at the end of round number 1. Hope it's going well for you all so far. Let's check in with our top teams thus far in the quiz. Right now, a big tie for 10th place with 8 points. Quickly going through them, we've got Julehand Luke, Scouts team, Fusilli Jerry, Swearwolves, the stankiest Nando, Mr. Lafferty will be teeing off now. Why Not Zoidberg, Team 578, winning is overrated, Team 578. The Oslo Condition tied in 5th with 9. Kathleen Turner, Overdrive, Barf, RIP Metro Card, Mose and Mecco, and Team Cockroach, and tied for the lead with perfect scores thus far, 10 for 10. We've got We Drink and We Know Things, 12, 17, and 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Round 2, heading your way. But first, did you know we host private events? If you're looking for a way to celebrate an upcoming event like a birthday or maybe a baby shower or perhaps some sort of corporate outing, we'd love to be a part of it. You can reach out to me directly. There's my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. It's always fun working with people who play the virtual quiz. You all know what's up. It would be wonderful to hear from you, so please reach out to me. Let's do it. Our second round is in the category of theoretical physics is our theme. Sounds hard. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Let's find out. Round 2. Question number 1. What actor portrayed Sheldon Cooper, a theoretical physicist, on the sitcom The Big Bang Theory? Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory, portrayed by Jim Parsons. How'd you do? 79% got it right. Question number two. What word refers to both an elementary particle's intrinsic angular momentum and an American music magazine started in 1985 by Bob Guccione Jr.? An elementary particle's intrinsic angular momentum and a magazine. Both are spin, is your correct answer for number two. Well done. 53% got it right. Question number three in this theoretical physics round. The theoretical physicist Murray Gell-Mann coined the term quark, getting inspiration for the word from a passage in what 1939 James Joyce novel, known for challenging readers with its experimental style? A challenging book to read and a challenging question for you all. The book which inspired the spelling of quark, the word quark, is Finnegan's Wake. How'd you do? 30%. All right. Well done to that 30%. On to our fourth question in this round. For which of the following did Albert Einstein receive the Nobel Prize in 1921? Was it the discovery of radium, the photoelectric effect, the study of black holes, or the theory of relativity? Albert Einstein awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for the photoelectric effect, is your correct response. Tough. Well done. 33% of you split there between that and the theory of relativity. Question number five. Brian May abandoned his studies for a PhD in astrophysics at Imperial College London in 1974 when what band, for which he plays lead guitar, achieved international success? Brian May left his studies in astrophysics to tour with the band Queen. He did go back to school and now does have a PhD in astrophysics. Question number 6. Quantum field theory has had great success in explaining electromagnetic forces, but has had trouble incorporating what fundamental force? Also, the name of an Academy Award winning Alfonso Cuaron film. Quantum field theory has trouble incorporating gravity. Gravity is the name of that Alfonso Cuaron movie, and of course, of that force. 90% of you got that one right. Question number 7, fill in the blank. The Higgs boson, a fundamental particle used to explain why other particles have mass, has often been called by the nickname the blank particle, a name taken from the title of a book by Nobel laureate Leon M. Letterman. The Higgs boson, also known as the God particle. Well done. 80% of you coming in with a correct response there. 3 more questions in this theoretical physics themed round. Here's number 8. What 2021 sci fi novel by Andy Weir featuring scientific concepts like relativity, electromagnetic radiation, and space travel is being adapted into a 2026 movie starring Ryan Gosling? Looking specifically for the name of the movie, make sure each word is correct for a point. And in the correct order. Quite a few of you putting things like right in line with the name of the book and movie. But 27 teams did get it exactly right. So I'm going to go for the exact name of the movie and book, which is Project Hail Mary. Your correct answer there. Question number 9 for half a point each. The Large Hadron Collider used to test predictions from theoretical physics is a particle accelerator in a 17-mile-long underground tunnel located beneath the border of which 2 European countries? The Large Hadron Collider found in a tunnel that goes beneath Switzerland and France are the two countries. Let's check out those percentages there. Most of you got Switzerland. A lot of you also got France. Question number 10, our final question in round number 2. In astronomy, what invisible, mysterious glue that holds the universe together is observed through gravitational effects that cannot be explained by general relativity and makes up 27% of the universe? The invisible glue of the universe, making up 27% of the universe. It's dark matter. Your correct response for number 10. You may not be familiar with this, but in 2007, Dark Matter was the name of an indie movie that happened to feature our theme for season 65. You have just been
No, please bore someone else with your questions.
Streeped. Meryl Streep starred in Dark Matter from 2007. I haven't seen it. Anyone seen Dark Matter? But look, there she is. And we are at the halfway point of our quiz here tonight. Let's check in with our standings at this critical moment in the game. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. Right now in 9th place with 16.5 points, we have Team Cockroach, tied in 6th with 17. The Rubber Yolks, Team 578 and Team 578 in 5th with 19. Barf, and tied for the lead. Perfect scores, 20 for 20. We Drink and We Know Things, 12, 17, and 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Our third category here tonight is in the topic of starts with an N. As you can imagine, each correct answer in this round will begin with the letter N. Here's number 1. Jake Gyllenhaal stars as a thief turned photographer who seeks to film exclusive footage to sell to a news station in what 2014 neo-noir thriller that also featured Rene Russo and Riz Ahmed? Much like Alan Cummings' X-Men character, this movie is called Nightcrawler. 80% got it right. Question number 2. What mononymous singer was a member of the girl group Fifth Harmony before recording the 2018 song Love Lies with Khalid and the 2019 song Dancing with a Stranger with Sam Smith? This one happened to be my hint of the night on Instagram. If you follow me at Trivia Meredith, you would have known that at some point this evening, Normani would be coming up in the game. Well done. 80% of you got it right, either because your fans are familiar with Normani or perhaps because you follow me on Instagram. I do give away a hint every single time that we bring you a new game, and our next quiz is coming up 1 week from today. You can find us back here on Wednesday, February 18th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. I hope very much that you'll join us. And if you don't follow me already, I encourage you to do so. I will help boost your score just a little bit next time that you play with us next week. Back to round 3, starts with an N. Round 3, question number 3. Similar to basketball, what women's sport largely played in the British Commonwealth nations sees 2 teams of 7 aim to shoot a ball through a hoop with no backboard attached? This game, primarily played by women in the British Commonwealth nations, has a very intuitive name. Hope you came up with it. It's netball. Netball looks like basketball, but no backboard. Question number 4. What portmanteau is the name given to the fictional language in George Orwell's novel 1984, composed of simplified grammar and vocabulary that prevents the residents of Oceania from thinking critically and independently of the government? That language of Oceania in 1984 is called Newspeak. How'd you do? 74% coming in with a correct response there. Question number 5. At the 1988 Republican National Convention, then presidential candidate George H.W. Bush famously said in his nomination speech, "Read my lips," followed by what 3 words? Bush would break this promise as part of a 1990 budget agreement in Congress, perceivably causing him to lose the 1992 presidential election. In that speech at the RNC, George H.W. Bush said, "Read my lips, no new taxes." 76% coming in with the correct answer for question number 5. Question number 6 in this starts with an N themed round. What city of over 300,000 people in the Midlands of England is perhaps best known for being associated with the legend of Robin Hood? That city in the Midlands of England associated with Robin Hood is Nottingham, as in the Sheriff of Nottingham. Question number 7, sold as a nasal spray under the brand name Narcan, what drug is classified as an opioid antagonist and is used to treat opioid overdoses? Narcan is a brand name of naloxone is the name of that drug. Question number 8, Solo, Castaways, and Last One Standing are versions of what reality TV series that debuted on the Discovery Channel in 2013, where survivalists must endure the elements for 21 days with very little equipment? Very little equipment on this show, including no clothing. It's Naked and Afraid. Never seen it. Sounds like a wild time. Question number 9. The name of what mighty hunter and king mentioned in the Old Testament has become an insult to describe a foolish or inept person, possibly due to the Looney Tunes character Elmer Fudd? A name that began as a mighty hero turned into a foolish or inept person, and an album by Green Day. It's Nimrod, your correct answer for number 9. And our final question of round number 3. In 1995 in Georgia, a massive drop off in blood donations was attributed to the American Red Cross not offering what brand of cookies with a rhyming name at their donation sites? The following year, Nabisco agreed to donate these cookies to blood drives. Wild that it had a profound effect on blood donation. They are really good, though. I'd give some blood for a Nutter Butter, your correct response for number 10. Well done, 64% closing out this round with a correct answer to that question. Let's check in with our standings as we head into our final round of the night. Right now, we've got a tie in 10th place with 25 points between the Rubber Yolks and Team Nidhogg. In 9th with 25 and a half, the Oslo Condition tied in 6th with 26 points. Why Not Zoidberg, Team 578 and Team 570 tied in 4th with 29, Barf, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and tied for the lead with perfect scores, 30 for 30. We Drink We Know Things, 12, 17, and 69. It all comes down to this, our final category of the night, the picture round, which this evening is in the topic of...
It's Saturday Night Live!
We're talking long-tenured Saturday Night Live cast members. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of SNL cast members. Your goal is to identify each person for 1 point apiece. On your answer sheet, you'll see a number within each of the images, and underneath those 10 numbered images, you'll find 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the person on the corresponding numbered blank. You all have 5 minutes to work on this round. At the end of the 5 minutes, make sure you submit your responses, and then we'll move on to our tiebreaker question to officially close out this evening's quiz. I'll check in at the halfway point, make sure things are going smoothly for you all. Let's do it, everybody. 5 minutes on the clock. Please name these long-tenured SNL cast members. Well, hey everyone, hope it's going well for you all thus far. 2 minutes and 30 seconds down and 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Name these SNL cast members. We'll find out how you did and then move on to our tiebreaker question in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's about that time. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you submit your responses. Keep an eye out for the countdown timer. I've got answers for you all from this SNL long tenures themed round. Image number 1, that is Cecily Strong. Image number 2, we have Aidy Bryant. Image number 3 is Maya Rudolph. Image number 4, that long tenured cast member is Bobby Moynihan. Image number 5, the ladies' man himself, Leon Phelps. That is Tim Meadows. Image number 6, that is Kate McKinnon. Image number 7, saying, "Ooh, what are you doing here?" That is Fred Armisen. Image number 8 is Seth Meyers. Image number 9, we have Daryl Hammond. And image number 10, the longest running SNL cast member of all time, still on the show. It is Kenan Thompson. Kenan, your correct response for number 10. Let's see how you did. Which one was the toughest? Which one was the easiest? The hardest SNL cast member to identify for this group here tonight, with 67% of you getting it right, was Bobby Moynihan. And the easiest one, with 88%, is a 3-way tie between Maya Rudolph, Seth Meyers, and Kenan Thompson. That does bring us to our final question of the evening, the tiebreaker question. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to the tiebreaker question is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number. Meaning, of course, you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever is closer is going to break that tie. Here is our final question of the night. At the end of season 50 of SNL in May 2025, in how many total episodes had Kenan Thompson appeared on screen as a cast member or featured player? If your team ended up in a tie here this evening and you want to see what happens with this tiebreaker, head on over to our Instagram at NYC Trivia League to see how things shook out here this evening. Also, reminder, our next quiz is coming up 1 week from today. You can find us back here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com on Wednesday, February 18th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I hope very much that you will join us then. All right, let's see how you did. I asked you at the end of season 50 of SNL, how many total episodes had Kenan Thompson appeared in on screen as a cast member or featured player? He was in 422 total episodes. Woo, a couple teams actually got it spot on. Well done to you. That does bring us to the end of our game here tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Let's head on over to the winner's circle and see what happened with our final scores here tonight. Finishing up the game in 15th place. Congratulations go to Team Cockroach with 33.5 points. Tied in 13th with 34 points, Kathleen Turner Overdrive, and straight from the couch in 12th with 34.5, Chi-Chi's Forever. In a tie for 10th place with 35, the Rubber Yolks and Team Nidhogg. In 9th with 35.5 points, the Oslo Condition. Tied in 6th tonight with 36 points, Why Not Zoidberg, Team 578 and Team 578. In 5th place tonight with 38 points, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. In 4th place with 39 points, we have Barf and a 3-way tie for the lead here this evening. Perfect scores, 40 for 40. Congratulations go to We Drink and We Know Things 12, We Drink and We Know Things 17, and We Drink and We Know Things 69. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Hope to see you 1 week from now. Until then, be well, everyone. Stay safe out there and stay healthy. Let's see, what else? Thank you to Peter for helping to put together tonight's game, as well as the rest of our writing team. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible. And thank you to Murr and the rest of the Rizzio team for creating the software that you all played the quiz on here tonight. Good night, everyone. We'll see you soon.